Hi, my name is Elyse Wyman, and I'm here at TAG Gallery to present TAG Curates Northern Lattitudes. The inspiration was the Mendocino coast and the Mendocino Art Center. The Mendocino Art Center is a fabulous place located about 2.5 hours north of San Francisco on the coast, this beautiful, dramatic, rugged coast, but still accessible. And it has a wonderful art center that really anchors the town. And it is one of those places on the planet that is truly magical. The curatorial process was that there are so many wonderful artists up there on this coast that I decided to put out the word for people who wanted to send me some images. And the theory behind the show was to see whether or not people who lived up in the kind of wild, rugged coast do different kind of artwork from those of us who live in more urban settings. So I chose a mixture of photography and sculpture and painting and printmaking to round out this beautiful show. Well, there are several artworks in this show, and as a matter of fact, all of them inspire me personally, which is why I really thought that they would look fabulous in the show. For example, Cynthia Sumner, who is located in Fort Bragg and also lives in Sonoma County, she works with cold wax and oil paints and puts layers of paint on and then digs back through them and has a conversation with the painting, which I find really interesting. And then there's Deborah Lennox, who you can see is a most interesting artist. She works with bones. In this case, she has paired them with fur. And some of these bones she actually finds on the property where she lives. There's a whole range of artists here. There's Don Paglia, who was formerly a professor of pathology at UCLA. He's a physician, and he's moved up to Mendocino, and he does wonderful figurative work, and he also likes to take oil film monotype grounds and float them in water and then put paper in and get these gorgeous patterns, and then he draws back into them. There's Bob Spies, who is a marine scientist, and he is a fabulous sculptor and does work with here we have two of his wooden sculptures. He also does sculptures in metal, and he does also two-dimensional work. And we have Larry Wagner, who is a very well-known photographer up on the coast, and he has provided us with some very interesting and beautiful images, one of which is of the North Coast, and it almost looks unreal. The sea comes in so just magnificently there. And we have Judith Greenleaf, who is a marvelous sculptress and also a wonderful draftsman, who was a former UCLA person. And then we have a husband and wife team, Dale and Susan Moyer. He does figurative work from models, and she is inspired to do beautiful jewel-like artwork on silk with rosome dyes. And then we have Deborah Lennox, who is by profession an architect, and she does these beautiful etchings and solar prints. But we have just a really wonderful selection, and they were all very different. But for some reason, when I came in to put the show together, they just fell into place. The sculptures fell into place where they wanted to be, and the paintings surrounded by more two-dimensional and three-dimensional work. So I'm just really happy with this show. Well, I think that people should come to see the show, or at least visit it online, because it's a very diverse array of artists. Myself, asking the question, are artists who live on the rugged North Coast different from artists who live in the city? The answer may be yes and maybe no. I feel like there is a sort of certain mystical quality to a lot of these pieces that I don't know if we find down here where we have a different outlook. All in all, it's just, I hope that you can enjoy the show. It's really a marvelous group, and the Mendocino Coast is a wonderful place. Thank you.